Jules Kounde tells Barcelona to listen to offers for him. He is uncomfortable and willing to leave on mutual agreement this summer. Mundo Deportivo comes with a list of players Barcelona wants to get rid of this coming summer. Welcome guys to today's episode of Power FCB. And before we move on into the news, I hereby request you to subscribe to this new channel if you haven't, and give us a like button down below. And of course, I invite all of you, absolutely all of you, to comment down below. And without further ado, let's jump into the news. Jules Kounde has officially made a statement to Barcelona. Kounde has told the club that he no longer wants to play as a right back again, and the club should be open to listen to offers from other clubs for his transfer. That's according to both Fernando Porro and Tony Juan Mart. Xavi Hernandez is aware of the situation, and Kounde's outrage is much disappointed by the fact that Xavi promised to play him as a centre-back alongside Ronald Araujo, but he preferred Christensen and outplayed Kounde from centre-back to right-back. Kounde has been offended by this situation for the longest time now. However, Mundo Deportivo and Gabriel Sanz came up with more news concerning this, that Kounde does not want to leave. All he wants is not to be played as a right back, but to be played as a centre back, though he wants to stay. Barcelona are only willing to let go of the player if an offer of over 90 million euros arrives this coming summer. Gabriel Sanz also came up and added the reports that Kounde does not want to leave, of course, Barcelona. He just wants to play in his natural position, that's as a centre-back, and Xavi has guaranteed him that he will play as a centre-back next season. Talking of right-back position, is that according to RAC1 MD, that's Mundo Deportivo and Sport, of course, one of the biggest news outlets in European football, is that Joao Cancelo has now emerged as #1 target for the right-back position by Barcelona. And Joan Foyth, who was previously Xavi's first priority, has fallen short due to Villarreal's strong stance on his release clause of around 60 million euros. And again, Joao Cancelo being a client for super agent Jorge Mendes is a very big associate of Juan Laporta. It will be much easier to sign him this coming summer, though on loan, since Manchester City values him at around 70 million euros, which is still pretty much expensive for Barcelona. But the relationship between Cancelo and Pep Guardiola is still intense, and Cancelo wants to go out of Pep Guardiola's Manchester City, and his current club that on loan, Bayern Munich, is not willing to buy him permanently this coming summer. Going on into more news, is that Barcelona very calm with Gundogan. Xavi as the players, yes, for 3 seasons. He'll have an important role in the team. That's according to Javi Miguel. And according to RAC1 yesterday, they confirmed yesterday morning that Gundogan is getting closer. He has agreed at a lower wage request, which was an issue before, and talks have intensified. 3-year contract on the table, a lot of optimism around his signing within Barcelona's board. Barcelona director Mateo Alemany is pushing hard to secure the signing of Atletico Madrid winger Messi Carrasco. Barcelona wants to sign Carrasco on loan with an option to sign him permanently. Sport reports that initially Mateo Alemany tried adding Sergio Dest into the deal, but it was rejected. And since he will continue at Barcelona, Carrasco transfer is now his first priority, and the club is officially negotiating to get the deal done. Mundo Deportivo, that's MD Mundo Deportivo, came up with reports of players that Barcelona wants to bring in the club this coming transfer, and at the same time, those who will leave in order to facilitate the move for the incoming players. And as football director Mateo Alemany said before, this coming summer is going to be the most busy and the most exciting for Barcelona in the recent years. But players who are considered to join the club this coming summer transfer, of course, the first priority is Lionel Messi, and then followed by Ilkay Gundogan, Yannick Carrasco, Joao Cancelo on loan, Inigo Martinez, a deal done, and in the pivot or defensive midfielder, there is Joshua Kimmich or Martin Zubimendi, one of them. Then backup striker is going to be either, of course, Pierre-Emerick Aubameyang, and the Brazilian super striker Victor Roque. Players who could leave this coming summer includes Ansu Fati, Frank Kessie, Rafinha, Jordi Alba, Samuel Umtiti, Clement Lenglet, Sergino Dest, Abde Ezalzuli, Nico Gonzalez, Francisco Trincao, Pablo Torre on loan, and Alex Collado permanently. Up to that point, we come to the end of today's episode of this new channel, Power FCB, with a question. And what's your view towards the possible departure of Jules Kounde? Do you want him to leave or do you want him to stay? My goodness. And again, do you agree with the signing of Joao Cancelo? Which signing do you prefer this coming summer? Write your comment in the comment section down below. And all of you are all invited. We come to the end of today's episode. Visca Barça, Visca Catalunya.